The MiG-41 is no longer a concept. It's real. And it flies. Confirmed reports from Russian defense insiders reveal that the MiG-41, Moscow's long-range sixth-generation interceptor, has completed its first test flight. For years, it was dismissed as vaporware. Today, it's airborne. Built to intercept hypersonic missiles and strike from near space, the MiG-41 operates where no American jet dares to fly. It's built to hunt hypersonic missiles and strike from near space, a zone no U.S. jet dares to touch. But how did Russia build this under sanctions and pressure, and what went wrong with Russia's current fighter jets? In Ukraine, Russian fighter jets weren't just challenged, they were hunted. The Su-30SM was built as a heavy multi-role platform with a top speed of Mach 2, armed with R-77 medium-range and R-73 short-range missiles. But its radar, the N011 bars, belongs to the 1990s. In real-world combat over Ukraine, it struggled to lock onto targets before being tracked itself. It has no stealth, limited situational awareness, and every time it flies into contested airspace, it risks becoming a $35 million fireball. The Su-35S, Russia's elite air superiority fighter, offers upgraded avionics, an Urbis-E radar, and thrust vectoring engines. It can maneuver like a beast and strike from over 300 kilometers using R-37M missiles. But no amount of maneuvering stops a missile you never saw coming, and that's the problem. Ukrainian air defenses equipped with Western radar and NATO-supplied launchers have already downed multiple Su-35s. Each loss is not just a tactical failure, it's a $50+ million hole in Russia's air superiority doctrine. Then there's the Su-57, designed to rival the F-22. Stealthier than its predecessors, yes, but still operating with second-rate engines. The AL-41F1 instead of the delayed Izdeliye-30, and only a few dozen in service. Its radar signature is lower, but nowhere near Western 5th-gen levels. In actual war zones, its presence is minimal, and its kills are non-existent. A stealth jet without a role is just an expensive question mark. And let's not forget the MiG-31, still one of the fastest interceptors ever made, pushing Mach 2.83, flying at 20 kilometers, and packing the R-33 and R-37M long-range missiles. But its massive frame lights up radar screens like a lighthouse. It can't dogfight, it can't dodge, and its cockpit is a Cold War museum. Against modern threats like stealth drones, hypersonic glide vehicles, or low-orbit surveillance assets, the MiG-31 is a blunt weapon in a precision war. What makes all of this worse is the economics of modern air combat. When a $35 million Su-30 or a $50 million Su-35 is taken down by a $100,000 shoulder-launched missile, the math stops making sense. Russia isn't just losing jets, it's losing air superiority in slow motion. And this is the world that gave rise to the MiG-41. An interceptor that wouldn't dogfight, wouldn't loiter, it would launch, ascend, kill, vanish. Because nothing Russia had in the sky could survive what's coming next. No warm-up, no patrol, no hesitation. When the alert hits, the MiG-41 doesn't taxi, it launches. Twin engines ignite like controlled explosions, thrusting the jet vertically into the stratosphere. It doesn't turn. It ascends like a missile, past 20,000 meters in minutes, punching into the zone where satellites tremble and stealth becomes useless. Above 35,000 meters, it begins to hunt. The kill zone. There's no room for maneuvering, just velocity and violence. Once a hypersonic weapon, stealth bomber, or American recon drone is identified, the MiG-41 doesn't dogfight. It unleashes, launching an ultra-long-range missile at speeds too fast to counter. The R-37 million streaks away. Somewhere over the Arctic, a target vanishes, but the MiG-41 doesn't fly alone. As it climbs, it is linked to Russia's new generation over-the-horizon radars, sky-scanning systems like Container and Voronezh, capable of detecting threats thousands of kilometers out. Together, they form a massive early warning network, one that can track bombers, hypersonic gliders, even low-orbit satellites. From above, it links with Cosmos-class military satellites, receiving real-time intelligence and infrared tracking data. Below, it syncs with S-500 Prometei air defense systems, which handle the low-altitude kills, while the MiG-41 strikes from the stratosphere. And in the case of full-scale escalation, the MiG-41 becomes the airborne arm of Russia's anti-access bubble. working in tandem with MiG-31K carriers of the Kinzhal missile, Su-57 air superiority patrols, and a 50U AWACS aircraft. While Kinzhal missiles dive toward enemy carriers and bases, the MiG-41 intercepts any incoming retaliation, hypersonic, stealth, or orbital. This aircraft doesn't just fly above the battlefield. It coordinates with space, patrols a layered air denial system, and executes kills before ground-based defenses even power up. The MiG-41 is not just a jet. It is the first manned weapon of Russia's space interception doctrine. Fast enough to hunt satellites, silent enough to stalk hypersonic missiles, smart enough to plug into Russia's next-gen military web, land, air, and orbit. And when it vanishes back into the sky, the only thing left behind is silence. The skies are getting darker and hotter. With the MiG-41 now streaking toward operational status, the question in every American war room echoes the same way. Do we have anything that can stop it? The F-22 Raptor is still the king of air dominance, for now. With its supercruise at Mach 1.8, stealth contouring, and advanced avionics, it can see first and shoot first in any dogfight. But here's the hard truth. The F-22 was built to win the skies between 15,000 and 20,000 meters. The MiG-41 operates well above 35,000 meters, moving at more than twice the speed. By the time the Raptor detects it, the MiG-41 may have already fired and vanished. Then comes the F-35 Lightning II, a stealth multi-role marvel, loaded with sensors but slower, capped at Mach 1.6. Its strength is integration, linking ships, satellites, and troops in a data-driven kill web. But against a stratospheric assassin like the MiG-41, the F-35 wouldn't even be tasked. It's not designed to intercept. It's designed to survive. So what's America's answer? That would be the next-generation air dominance program. Shrouded in secrecy, this sixth-generation platform is being built with modular weapon bays, AI combat assistance, directed energy systems, and the ability to operate both manned and unmanned. Its top speed is classified, but insiders suggest it will reach or exceed Mach 2.5, with supercruise across extended combat ranges. But here's the problem. It's not ready yet. The MiG-41 is already flying in prototype form. Next-generation air dominance is still in the lab, still being shaped by contractors, simulations, and theory. And when it finally flies, it will cost over $300 million per unit, meaning the US won't field it in large numbers fast. So, can the US shoot down a MiG-41? Not today. And if one were launched on a real intercept mission tomorrow, from above the clouds, at over 5,000 kilometers per hour, equipped with kill-range hypersonic missiles, the only chance of stopping it would be from space or through luck. That doesn't mean America is helpless, but it does mean the race has begun. And for the first time since the Cold War, the United States is facing a threat that flies higher, strikes faster, and might already be one step ahead. The MiG-41 may rule the stratosphere today, but air dominance is never permanent. It's contested, tested, and eventually overthrown. As Russia sharpens its high-altitude sword, America and China are forging their own answers in silence, not just with new jets, but with entirely new ways to fight above the clouds. In secret test corridors, the United States is working on thermal-seeking space sensors, capable of locking onto high-speed objects from orbit, not just tracking them, but cueing automated counterstrikes. The goal isn't just to spot the MiG-41. The goal is to delete it before it reaches launch altitude. Further out, aerial combat is shifting toward autonomy. Artificial intelligence will command formations that no human can outmaneuver. Unmanned interceptors, flying faster and pulling more Gs than any pilot could survive, are being developed to intercept hypersonic targets without a cockpit at all. These machines won't react and they'll predict. Missile warfare is mutating too. The next generation of air-to-air missiles won't just fly faster, they'll think. With onboard processing, smart seekers, and multiple kill modes, they won't chase, they'll ambush, and some will be launched from near-space drones, diving down at targets from altitudes even the MiG-41 can't reach. China, meanwhile, is investing in electromagnetic kill zones, areas where entire volumes of airspace can be saturated with jamming, decoys, and false radar signatures. In these bubbles, even a Mach 4 platform could lose its edge, blinded before it ever sees its target. And there's one more domain rising fast: orbital strike systems. Small, Maneuverable satellites armed with kinetic weapons or plasma pulses are being theorized and tested. They wouldn't engage aircraft in dogfights. They'd punish them from above, breaking aerospace dominance from space down, not Earth up. So while the MiG-41 has opened the door to a new kind of warfare, it has also triggered the global response. Not just with jets, not just with missiles, but with an entirely new way to fight. Multi-domain, automated, and faster than human reaction. In the war above the clouds, it's not enough to fly faster. You have to outthink the sky itself. And if the MiG-41 is just the beginning, then the real storm hasn't even hit yet. It doesn't dogfight. It doesn't warn. It climbs fast, locks from space, and strikes before you ever see it. The MiG-41 isn't the next fighter. It's the next battlefield. If this is Russia now, what comes next? Drop a comment below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and gear up, because this fight is just getting started.